Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So here I am, painting the rest. So, it's a little more gray than I put a lot more blue on my paintbrush, but then I dipped it in the gray, and we got more gray, but it's okay. I didn't not want the gray, because I wouldn't have put it in the gray. There's I wanted it kind of to go into the painting, settle in it. Because God is always in the details, in the background, in our moments. And we may not necessarily get our answers right away or know the answers, but the details. And so as this dries, it's in the details. It's in those moments. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, it's got more gray than it does because I dipped it in the gray more. But that's okay. That's okay. Now I want more, I've got more white on the top. And more, I just want it a little darker. So we have rain right now, which I will say I'm glad it's not snow. But my head is feeling it. It's not impressed with this weather. I wasn't doing too bad earlier this morning, but then as the rain has kind of come in, the pressure has gotten to my head. So I'm kindly asking it to depart. But it's not ready for that yet. So don't mind me if I'm a little more. Am I quiet ever? Ugh. So I'm off to get Owen in a few minutes for his therapy. It was kind of a long morning, not necessarily for him. He pretty much was in a good mood, except for a few moments when we had, today is Thursday, which is trash day, so we were taking out the trash. I'm trying to get him to understand more about, daily chores and things versus stuff we have to do, things we want to do, that kind of deal. And who wants to ever really take out the trash, but sometimes. So he was doing okay with it, but then something fell out of one of the I was getting rid of some boxes and different things like that, and something fell out of it, and that upset him. And it's things fall all the time. Things drop. You think you have something in your hand and you don't. The scenario can go on and on and on and on and on. And he does not always get it. It's complicated for him. And this is what we have to kind of work through. And he got very upset and started biting one of the boxes, one of the trash, and any reaction that I have, and it could be from when he was a baby, because he doesn't forget a thing. If I explain to him that something is dangerous, or that he shouldn't do it because of XYZ, sometimes what that means is he does it more. And how do you get someone to stop doing something that is dangerous, or is just hard, because he shouldn't be picking stuff up and licking it or biting it, or and he doesn't understand. I mean, he doesn't get it. And the more that I react, the more he will, he gets, I don't know if it, I don't want to say he gets pleasure in it, because I don't think he understands that per se, but the concept of what emotion, it's hard. It's hard. And I breathe, because this is my baby. I actually remembered to put my phone on silent, and it's vibrating now, and it just vibrated right off the holder. Oh, life is interesting. So, I just want him, I want it to be where it's not as, not as emotional for him, not as, it hurts for me that sometimes something like this is just too much for him, but he still has to learn, or should learn, or needs to learn, or I think it will help him when something like this comes up. He needs more of these moments. He needs references. He needs, I see so many incredible changes in him, and I see so much growth. So we just have to keep moving forward, which means that sometimes things are hard. Some things are time consuming. Some things are difficult. Some things are harder for me or more emotional for me. But we have to keep trying. We have to keep working through it. We have to. And I always tell him that this is as much about me learning and growing as it is about him. And then sometimes we breathe. Sometimes we breathe. So, here's our story. Here's our story about life. Here it is. This is what we do. So he's very excited because he was off to school. And I mean, that was part of it is, he wanted to concentrate on going to school and not the trash. But again, sometimes life, you have to keep doing those moments, And it's not always easy. So, there we go. Here's our story. All right, so we do O for Owen. And then L. And B. There we go. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles. Have a great rest of yours.